Shedeur Sanders opens up about dad Deion Sanders' cancer diagnosis. The Browns' rookie QB spoke from Browns training camp about staying mentally focused and why a visit from Coach Prime would be more distraction than motivation. Shedeur Sanders spoke publicly Monday for the first time about his father Deion Sanders' cancer diagnosis, revealing how the family stayed connected and focused while navigating the news. Last month, Deion announced that doctors had discovered a cancerous tumor in his bladder. The Hall of Famer and current Colorado Buffaloes head coach said his bladder was removed and that he is now cured. Deion also admitted he initially kept the full diagnosis from his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, so they could focus on the start of their NFL journeys. Now competing for a spot on the Browns' 53-man roster, Shedeur explained his approach to dealing with his dad's health scare. "I would say it's definitely staying focused mentally," the 23-year-old said. "Dad, he's one person that we'll handle what we gotta do. It was something that we really ain't need to have no formal conversation about, because it was like, y'all need to focus on what y'all need to focus on. Y'all can't sit here and feel sorry for me. We all knew because our family be talking in group chats and everything." Now in competition with veteran Joe Flacco, rookie Dillon Gabriel, and an injured Kenny Pickett, Shedeur said he'd prefer Deion hold off on visiting Browns training camp. "I don't want him coming to see me right now, because I want to get to where I want to go then for him to see me," Shedeur said. "I don't want him to come and see me, get a couple reps, and, he's cheering like a good dad. Like, nah, you can't be proud of me right now. I gotta get to where I'm going, and I know it's a lot I got to do to get there. I just want everything that I'm doing, just focus on this time, and I don't want no distraction. Because we know with the media, we know how everybody would take it and take away from the team, just from him being my own dad showing up. So, it's a gift and a curse at the same time." The locker room was quiet. It wasn't the usual post-practice, but was filled with music, laughter, and debates over cleats or Madden ratings. This time, the silence wasn't uncomfortable. It was respectful. Because when Shedeur Sanders sat down in front of the press that day, they weren't there to ask about the quarterback battle, his latest deep ball, or whether he was adjusting to the NFL's speed. They were there to hear a son speak from the heart. A son facing a reality far more painful than a loss on the field. Shedeur leaned forward at the podium, microphone inches from his face. Dressed in a Browns hoodie and a pair of dark shades, he paused before speaking. "First off," he began, voice steady, "I just want to thank everyone for the prayers, the messages, and the love my family's received." He exhaled slowly, the weight of months of silence visibly lifting off his chest. "My dad, Coach Prime, has cancer." There it was. Not a breaking news headline. Not a quote leaked from anonymous sources. Just the truth. Straight from the one person whose world had shifted most when that diagnosis came down. When Deion Sanders, NFL Hall of Famer, college coaching phenomenon, the vibrant voice of swagger and faith, shared his cancer diagnosis with his family, Shedeur didn't cry. Not right away. He sat with the news. Like an overthrown pass or a dropped snap, he couldn't take it back, couldn't fix it in the moment. But unlike football, this wasn't a game with a clear clock or a playbook. "This changed everything," Shedeur said, adjusting the mic slightly. "You grow up thinking your dad is invincible. And mine he was. At least to me. He ran faster than anyone. Talked louder than anyone. Believed in me more than anyone. But cancer doesn't care about how fast you run." He described the night he first heard the news. He had just wrapped up a long day of rookie workouts, tired, sore, but satisfied. A call came in late, his dad's voice a little slower, quieter than usual. "Shedeur," Deion had said, "we're going to walk through something hard. But I need you to stay strong." In the following days, Shedeur buried himself in film. In training. In anything that could keep him moving forward. But in between reps and meetings, he would sneak into corners of the facility, headphones on, not to study play calls, but to pray. "That's something my dad taught me," he said. "When things feel too big, get still and talk to God." As Shedeur opened up at the podium, reporters listened, not scribbling, not typing, just listening. He talked about the texts from his dad before games. Some were funny, others deeply spiritual. "Yo, make them believe today. Psalm 23. You already know. Don't forget, you're a lion, son. But even lions have to carry pain." "There were nights I wanted to quit everything," Shedeur admitted. "Like, what's the point of chasing wins if I might lose the person who gave me the courage to chase them?" But he didn't quit. Not because of football, but because of the man who taught him why you fight when you're hurting. The Browns coaching staff gave Shedeur grace. They didn't announce it publicly, but insiders knew. The rookie wasn't just learning to read defenses, he was learning to compartmentalize grief. And still, he showed up. Every morning. First one in, last one out. "You think you've seen what a man is," said one Browns assistant coach off record. "But when you watch Shedeur go through this and never complain, you realize he's built from something rare." When asked what the hardest part was, Shedeur didn't hesitate. "Watching him try to smile through the pain," he said softly. "My dad's the kind of guy who makes everyone else feel better, even when he's struggling. That's just who he is. So when I saw him lose weight, move slower, or take longer to return a call, it hurt. But I knew he was still fighting." The press conference wasn't just an update. It was a release. It was Shedeur Sanders saying, "I'm still playing. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to carry all of this." And as he wiped a tear beneath his sunglasses, a reporter asked gently, "If your dad were here right now, what would you say to him?" Shedeur didn't need time to think. "I'd say, thank you for teaching me how to be tough without losing my heart. Thank you for believing in me before the world did. And no matter what happens, I got you. Always."